Howdy do. Howdy do, folks in YouTube world. So the 4th of July is come and gone. Now we're getting into just those good stretches of hot, humid weather. Aren't we loving that? Some do, some don't. But you know, around this time of the summer, from my mother perspective, although my children are grown now, but I have a grandchild. Children, and maybe adults, they start to get a little bored. They get a little bored on some days. Like, well, you know, it's hot again, what are we going to do, etc., right? So, this story today is entitled, I'm Bored. And look, she's super bored, and you have to turn on the side. This is Black and Owie, or Owie, that did the writing. And, oh, right there, Michael Ian Black, and it's illustrated, and I'm sorry, I'm probably not saying your name well very much, Debbie. Debbie Ridpath Ohi, O-H-I-O-I, whatever. Sorry, Debbie. So here's our main character, and she is great at emoting her emotions through her face, right? You can really tell how she's feeling. I'm bored. And she looks at bored. And then she goes, blah. I'm so bored. And then she does the lean forward like, you know, I can't take it anymore. Hey, a potato. A potato? What am I supposed to do with a potato? So she throws it up in the air like, what? What's this potato doing here? Then it comes back and hits her in the head. Then she looks at it again, and the potato says to her, I'm bored. That's me talking like a potato. I'm bored. So she's like, what? What? The potato's talking to me? Do you want to do something? Sure. What do you like to do? Oh no, I like flamingos. That's right, the potato likes flamingos. There are no flamingos around here. Well, that's disappointing. I'm bored. So now we have a bored kid and a bored potato. Two borings together in one space, not always good. How can a potato be bored? Because I have to hang out with the kids, and kids are boring. What are you talking about? Kids are fun. Okay, so now here comes the trying to convince the potato that kids are fun. And the potato's like, prove it. So our bored girl, here she goes. We can turn cartwheels. Boring. And skip. Boring. Or spin around in circles. We get so dizzy we almost throw up. Boring. Wonder how we'd feel if she really threw up. Kids can play games. Kids can do ninja kicks. Boring, boring, boring. And walk on our hands. See? Boring. Aren't you just waiting to see what the potato can do? Do you know what else? Kids can imagine stuff. What kind of stuff? Like this, see? Now I'm a famous ballerina. She's doing her ballerina dancing, about to do a spin. Boring. Now, she's got all this stacked up with her lion, right? Now I'm a lion tamer with the most ferocious lion in the world. Boring. Oh yeah? Well now, I'm a fairy princess with my own castle and dragons and unicorns and stuff. She's really got her imagination going, right? This potato has brought out the best of this girl. Kids can swing. Boring. Kids can jump. She's on her skis now in her mind. Boring. And look, the potato's head has gone onto a snow person's body. Kids can fly. And down this very edge of the earth we see boring. This potato is a hard sell. Kids can do anything. Boring, boring, boring. So here she is pretending to like be a mountain climber and she's got the laundry basket stacked on clothes. Here she's doing an experiment with the potato in the jar and he's like boring. And now she's going to be a rock and roll kid and he's on the speaker. Boring. Boring, 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 boring. Here she is. It's supposed to be a pirate and he's walking the plank. So, what do we do? What do we do with these boring people? So pretty soon she figures she's going to give him some of his own medicine. And she dresses up like a potato. Boring. Oh, she's mad now, right? The letters are big. She's yelling. How can you possibly think kids are boring when we can do all this cool stuff and think of all these amazing thoughts and be anything we want to be? I'd rather be a kid than a potato any day. Now, look, he's got a change of attitude. She's let him have it, right between the eyes. Ha ha ha, potatoes have eyes. That's funny. Okay, all right, so she fumes off and leaves the potato behind. Hey, a flamingo! Remember, the potato wanted a flamingo. Now we can finally have some fun. Well, the potato's excited now. Now we have a pink flamingo in a place we don't usually see him. And then the flamingo stands there and looks at the potato. I'm bored. So my friends, what have we learned from this book about being bored? Sometimes being bored is our own, head saying there's nothing to do. I used to say to my mother, there's nothing to do, I'm bored. And she'd say, mildew. Right, like sit here and get all stinkied up, just being bored. Anyway, it is summertime. If nothing else, my friends, just step outside. Watch the trees. Watch the birds. Pick up a worm. Don't eat it, but pick up a worm. Do small things. And pretty soon, the small get to be quite exciting. All right, on that bit of wisdom. All right, well, I had to. I'm so excited for our craft. It's Mr. Potato Head. Yeah? I hope his eyes don't scare you. They were a little scarier than I first intended. But I want to just, this is not a mask. These are supposed to be his eyeglasses. Unless you want him to have a mask. But I get ahead of myself. Why don't we get to the blue table in a minute and I'll show you how to make him. Well, when I was a little girl, I loved my Mr. Potato Head. And then came along Mrs. Potato Head. I think they even had other animals in time. I don't remember my own childhood having other versions other than Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. But I digress. Here he is. And I think he's super fun. So all you have to do in your little kit, you will have your standard potato to color. So I tried mine first with crayons. I do like the texture it made, but I just wasn't feeling it. So then I went over it with marker, and it went along much faster, just to say. All right, so color your potato any way you want. Want a purple potato? There are purple potatoes, red potatoes, yellow potatoes. Color it the way you want, okay? All right, and then you'll have a sheet that will be the hat, the mustache, the glasses, the ears, the feet, the mouth, the nose, the arms. Now, you don't have to use all of it. I didn't. I didn't use the feet. I didn't use their arms. I made my own arms. And I didn't do the ears either. He has no ears, so he can't even hear us. Anyway, so there's that. So once all your coloring's done, now comes the fun part, because then you get to decorate the potato. Okay, so you'll have some of these little, you know, blingy eyes in there. They're actually quite large, and that's what makes him look a little bug-eyed. If I had to do it again, I would have cut the glasses down a little bit. Crafter's tip. Then, I think the feathers make it so fun. Here's his fancy hat with his feathers to show what a dapper Dan he is. And then there's a couple hearts because everybody loves Mr. Potato Head, I think. And then you've got a couple puffballs in there if you want. And that's it. That's it. Until next time, my friends, don't be bored. It's summer in Maine. Bye-bye.